Hey, hey everybody, welcome back to Epic Maker Studio. So today we're going to hopefully get about 2 videos out for Dragonbane, the RPG that's coming from Free League Publishing. It's going to drop in August 2023. I still don't have information on the pricing. I'm sure it's out there and I've just scrolled through it really quickly. So we did kind of a long-winded overview on Monday. So over the next couple videos concerning this, we're going to try to keep it down to about 10 minutes-ish. So right now, let's go ahead and just dive right in. So we have the player characters, and that's what we're going to talk about, at least for right now, just in small part here. So like any other RPG out there, or I should say like most RPGs that aren't limited just to the human species, most fantasy, you have multiple player races available to you, or ancestors, or species, or a variety of other PC terms, because the term race is apparently offensive. And I'm not here to debate the politics of that. We'll save that for another day. But here in the Dragonbane, they call it the kin, and I'm going to definitely give them a pass right now on not playing some type of politics, because this game's been around since 1980. Was it 82? Did I say 1982? I believe. And more than likely, this has been the name that's been around, right? So you can either choose or roll randomly, which I think roll randomly can be pretty fun to do, especially if you're just doing a one-off. Because right now I can tell you that this game, Dragonbane, lends itself a lot to some very quick one-shots, or 1 or 2 shots, whatever you want to call it. It also does have enough information in there for a longer campaign. But if you're just going to do a one-shot, if you guys just want to try the game out, there are quick start rules for free that are available online. Just give it a shot, see if you like it. Anyways, so we do have 6-player races, and we're going to go through them today. Now, each of them have a variety of things that do set them apart from each other besides just the cosmetics. So they got their innate abilities. Everybody seems to have at least one innate ability. I believe the Mallard has 2. We're going to see that in a minute. The different types of languages. So first up is our classic humans. And just like we see in a lot of games, humans are very adaptive to pretty much everything. Dungeons & Dragons is kind of famous, I guess, in that regards. I believe you get +1 to all of your attributes unless something has changed. Here they have the ability that's called adaptive, and you'll see these things where it says willpower points 3. We already discussed willpower on the first episode, but a quick recap is willpower is equal to your will, and you spend the willpower points on your heroic abilities, your racial abilities, or your kin abilities, I guess you can call it, magic and whatnot. So if you spend 3 points, you can choose to make the roll whenever you want to try a skill. You can choose to make the roll using another skill of your choice. You must be able to justify how you use that selected skill instead of the normal one. So, a good example is you're not very good at climbing, right? Let's say you're very bad. You have very, very bad strength rolls, so climbing is going to be difficult. You couldn't turn around and go, well, I'm going to use my charisma, which is higher, to make the skill roll. I mean, I couldn't see anybody really spinning it to where your personality is what's driving your ability to climb. Now, I could see willpower and I could see intellect. Maybe you're coming up with a smart way to climb. I don't know. But I'll leave that up to you guys. But that's kind of what they're talking about there, which I think the adaptive ability is pretty good. Then we have your classic halfling and dwarves, and really big shout out to, once again, to Johan. I'm just going to say Johan and the rest of the artists or illustrators. There's a lovely classic artwork that I expect from Nordic artist, I guess the best way to say it, or at least European. This definitely gives me a feel for that the Hobbit and not Return of the King, but the Hobbit cartoon that came out, was it 82, 83, 79? I don't know. Anyway, so we got the halfling and dwarves. We're going to cover them both. Like, halflings, hard to catch. That makes sense. They're small, diminutive, very fluent, I guess, or having a natural affinity for getting out of harm's way. So they have an ability, hard to catch. You can activate it when dodging an attack. You gain a boon to the evade roll, which we've already kind of covered boons and banes. Boon being a extra d20 or advantage, if you will, if you want to use other terms, to your dice roll, which is pretty cool. The Unforgiving, I thought was kind of a cool ability. This is for the dwarves. You can activate this ability when attacking someone who has harmed you in the past. And you get a boon to the roll. Now, what's cool is that as long as that person's done 1 point of damage to your creature or whatever, and they're still alive, you've got this, right? So go ahead and write down Bob, the evil knight, hit me, and now I'm going to make him pay for this. He made me bleed my own blood. And so you get that boon as long as that's around. And it doesn't matter when it was inflicted. So Bob could have done this the previous round, caused 1 point of damage. And your next turn, you can activate this willpower ability or this heroic ability or kin ability and activate Unforgiving. So your next attack action, you will get the boon. I think that's kind of a cool thing. You get to use it right away as long as somebody's hurt you. Okay, cool. Then we got the elves and the mallard. Now the mallard, we're going to probably have to do a special episode on, just kind of go through that, because there's not the only game company that's used, or the game system that's used the duck person or the mallard. We've seen it with Symborum as an April Fool's joke, but is now full-fledged in there, or in a way. Of course, Mutant Year Zero, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a variety of others. So the elves have an ability which I think is really cool. It's called Inner Peace, and basically during a stretch rest, which is kind of a short rest, in between a short rest and a long rest, you heal an additional D6 hit points and D6 extra will points on top of what you can normally do. Awesome. Really good. Especially if you are like an elf, wizard, or mage, or I forget what the class is. We're going to be doing another episode on that. I think that's a really cool ability that you can really just regain everything without having to spend extra time doing it, or extra actions, or waste actions doing it. Anything that's going to give you extra on top of what you naturally get is an automatic boon. So the mallards have ill-tempered. All I can think of is either a Donald Duck or Daffy Duck just getting angry. And so they have a choleric. They have a mean temper. And you can activate this ability. It does not use an action, which is very important, especially when you're limited to one move action and one regular action every turn. So in making a skill roll, you get you get a boon to the roll. You also become angry, and we'll cover angry and the different status effects based on the 6 different attributes, right? They also have another ability. It doesn't cost any willpower points, but it's the web feet. It's kind of a natural ability. This lets you get a boon to all swimming rolls, so you can move it, and you can also move at full speed or underwater, which is okay. I can see that. I'm good with that. The wolfkin, another one of those races or species or kin that I'm really digging in this RPG. So you can use this ability they have an ability called Hunting Instincts. You can use this ability to designate a creature in sight, or a creature you can catch the scent of as your prey. This does, when you are in a combat, this does count as activating the ability. So you're going to use your action. Then you get a boon to attack against your opponent. You still have to spend a further will point to do this, But this is really good if you're playing some sort of scout or tracking character. And also just, okay, we know we're going up against the big bad. I'm going to go ahead and start using my hunter instincts. I'm going to spend 3, and then when I'm able to, I'll spend another willpower to go ahead and get a boon on these attack rolls against the big bad, which I think is a very smart way. Yes, you're having to spend additional willpower, but once you got that target marked, they're marked. So you don't have to spend that 3 anymore, and you can just keep spending willpower points to go through that. So not too bad. Not too bad. So that is going to take care of the kin. Up next will be us covering the different professions. And there's 10 different professions, so we're probably going to cover 5 and then 5, do a part 1, part 2, get those videos out today. And of course, we'll get some more videos out on Friday. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really super appreciate it. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. I'll chat with you later.